Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings its lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up.
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Away from the defense. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they swarm him under. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much. Defense, they closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. To the ground. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Punga. Throws to the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Virginia Tech 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
On the move. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The give to the tailback. Follows a good block there. Picks up threes out to the 9.
Ball down at the 9-yard line. Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal. And this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, carve up this defense.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver shows motion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Punga. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. This quarterback part of their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. Now on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets rid of it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? The give and the run on 4th down. And the Hokies brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to San Diego State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Proctor. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Hands it off. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Brought down near the 6-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Makes his connection. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They take the lead with the 6.
Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic. Pickup of 4 to the 19.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Punga. Lofts one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
man, great effort by the defense there. They almost come up with the interception. The defender just couldn't get his foot back in bounds.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
They're only 1 for 3 on fourth down attempts, but they'll try it again here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just 1 for 3 on fourth down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. This is a designed run. And the Yellow Jackets get enough for the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
He's tackled at the 27. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 21, Virginia Tech 14.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You did.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To throw, it's Punga. Unloads to the right. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Oh, it's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
3rd down coming up.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll take it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over to myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Calls his own number. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. They go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he nails it from 38 yards out for the game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played today.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clubs, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.